I know a lot of people were sort of looking forward to my preseason and my stuff like that. It didn't happen. I ended up getting some theme of a job, and I was working very hard in the days leading up to the first couple games, and I just never had time to make a video. And realistically, even when I had time, when I got home, I didn't feel like making a video. I rented God of War 3. I wanted to play that. I didn't feel like making a video, but I guess I should put a couple things out there. First of all, I hope to get I hope to get some preseason stuff up before week 2 starts. Don't know if it's going to happen because of the work and crap. Um, but I'm going to go ahead and make them as if the season hasn't started yet for fun. Because I know some people were looking forward to that, and I want to go ahead and deliver on that because it is fun. I'm going to try and do a little 100 predictions for this season thing with every team and everywhere. So I'm still trying to do that. I I just even when I do have time lately, I haven't been very motivated to do it. I don't know why. Just I haven't really felt up to it, and throughout today, I thought, okay, I'm going to make at least one video, but it's actually a little late now. I meant to make it earlier, but I could just never motivate myself to do it. So, but I figure I should get something out there because I got a little time now. So, yeah, week 1 was interesting. I mostly enjoyed it. Now, before we get to talking about, obviously the good stuff from me, the week in general was a lot of fun. I enjoyed seeing all the intense Monday night, night games. We had an okay Thursday night game, I guess, in terms of drama. The Washington Dallas game had drama. Both the Monday night games had drama. So I was thoroughly entertained throughout the day. Red Zone Channel is great. I got to see, the end of the Steelers Falcons. I got to see the end of the Bears Lions. All these games that had intense finishes. I it's nice being able to see the end of all of them. You had I got to see a little bit of Michael Vick, who looked really good out there against Green Bay, and the fact that I'm able to catch the important parts of every game is just so nice. So Red Zone Channel, if you don't have it, check it out. So as for the Seattle game, I obviously didn't make any pregame videos, and I kind of feel bad about that because, preseason predictions are one thing, but I always want to try and make videos to support the team before and after they play. Didn't happen. Um, so, yeah, it just didn't work out that way, and, it was good. It was good. I was pleased with what I saw. Not sold on the team yet. They're going to have to do a little more than that. But I will say that if we can go 2-1 over the next 3 games, we are putting ourselves in a position to be a mega sleeper this season. A team that really most people thought were going to be awful with good reason, to come out of nowhere and be good. One of those kinds of mega sleepers. And if we can find a way to beat Denver, who is not very good this year, or San Diego, who will probably not be good until they sign Vincent Jackson and Marcus McNeil in the next 2 weeks on the road, that will get me thinking. Right now, as for the game, I gotta, watching that game in the first part, the first quarter and a half, I was thinking to myself, same old, because, first play of the season for this team's interception, and then it looks like the Niners drive down to get a fairly easy touchdown, and to that point I was like, well, here we go, because I did pick Seattle for this game, not because I was convinced we would win or anything. I just like to pick the team on opening day because, I may not trust this team, I may not really like this team very much, but I want to give them the opportunity to grow on me. I don't want to sound like I'm being pessimistic for the sake of being pessimistic. So, but he was out. It was pretty clear that he was out of the end zone. So, but throughout that whole first quarter and a half, it was bad. The offense didn't pick up a first down. totally inept. The Niners were moving the ball. They were picking up first downs when they needed it. But we came up with a fourth down stop. We held them to a couple of field goals. So we stayed in it, and I got to give credit to our defensive line. I didn't know what we were getting from our defensive line this year. Our defensive line last night was freaking awesome. I got to give all the credit in the world to them. The Niners have a young offensive line, lots of talent on that offensive line, but not a lot of experience right now, and we took advantage of that. Mike Patty, I think, Patty, something like that. I thought we were able to take advantage of some of his rookie mistakes. Did some things with Anthony Davis on the right tackle side, so I was happy with all that. And with all that, we limited Frank Gore severely. Frank Gore did very little in that game. He caught a couple passes, but other than that, he really didn't have much for us. Linebackers looked awesome. Again, it all comes back to that whole stopping the run thing. And I got to even say the secondary. I really think our defense held up their end of the bargain. They gave up some yards early in the game, but they did their thing in the red zone. Now, Alex Smith airmailed that pass to Josh Morgan in the end zone. Josh Morgan really should have had an easy touchdown, but Smith overthrew him and forced him to land out of bounds. Then you have the Moore and Norris thing. I don't know whose fault it is at this point. I've heard arguments both ways. That really wasn't anything we did, but in general, I was happy with the way we did the bend but don't break thing, and we were only down 6-0. And at that point, our offense had done absolutely butt-fuck nothing for a quarter and a half, and we were one play away from taking the lead. So we get moving. Mike Williams, who is growing on me, and I thought I was going to hate that dude. I thought I was going to want him off the team by week 3, but Mike Williams is growing on me. Gotta say it. I got to man up on that because I didn't think I was going to like this guy at all. Made a big catch, and got in the end zone, and just like that we were up, even though we played freaking awful, and the Niners looked so good. And it's one of those things where it's really hard to say because at that point it just seems like everything unraveled, like that one bad play just forced the Niners into panic mode. You had the pick, Babineau, I think he was forced into action today on Sunday because of injuries. So thank you for making a big play. And Deon Butler, it doesn't look like Golden Tate is going to be playing that much this year because he doesn't get the offense yet. So we need Deon Butler to be big. And with with catches like that, with scores like that, yeah, he's going to be fine. I've always liked Deon Butler in the preseason, but I didn't know what he was going to give us in the regular season. Well, he made an impact in the regular season. He did last year against the Niners too, actually. And then, half. At this point I was feeling pretty good, but at the same time, it was a couple plays away. And I knew the Niners played a lot better than us in the first half. I kind of realized that watching that game. I knew the Niners played better than us in the first half, but I also knew we had the momentum. So we go out there, pick 6, easy pick 6, freaking awful throw or awful route or whatever you want to say. Their offense becomes really predictable, running it up the middle every time. Same very predictable plays that our defense was able to handle. And then we drive down, pick up another score, Deion Branch. I've had a lot of bad things to say about Branch, but so far this year it's been so good. And he only made one catch, but it got in the end zone. So thank you, Deion, because I've had bad things to say about you, and it's time this year's put up or shut up, and so far I have no complaints. So, and then after that, at that point, I was still a little concerned. I was pretty confident we would win, but at the same time, I thought to myself, I don't know if we can run the clock out, because I don't think this team can run the ball. I think we can throw the ball, especially once Golden Tate gets the offense, but I don't think we can run the ball. And so as the game went on, we had a 3 and out, maybe 2, but I was really happy to see us pretty well running out the clock. We would pick up first downs, we would move the ball, and take extra minutes off the clock, because once it became 28-6, I was pretty confident we were going to win, but I wanted to see if we could drain the clock now that we had that big lead. And even though we never really ran the ball well, Justin Forsett had a big carry, but other than that, we didn't do that much. That's fine. I was just happy with the way we were able to use short passes to move the chains and run the clock. So yeah, that's something that I really wanted to see, and I kind of did. We still can't run the ball very well, but the Niners' run defense is actually pretty good. Their pass defense, not so much. We exploited their weaknesses, I guess. So yeah, I still have some questions about this team. I am very happy with the way we played on Sunday, but I'm not sold on the team yet. As for the division, it is an awful division, but I think we all know, and I've had fun with some Niners fans on other forums that I visit, but I think we all know that they're better than that. I think we all know that as awful as the other three teams in the division looked, it's not going to be that easy. So yeah, but I'm going to enjoy this win. It was a nice win, but if we beat Denver, then I'll really start thinking about it, because that would impress me. If we beat Denver, that'll be something that will get me thinking about bigger things. So yeah, it was an impressive win. We threw the ball well. Our defense was great. Special teams was pretty good. But, if you look over at the Niners, who played well on their team? Vernon Davis, Patrick Willis, Josh Morgan. I'm going to say Josh Morgan, and maybe Ted Ginn. So yeah, I'm enjoying it, but I'm not totally sold on everything yet. And yeah, that's what I got. So we got Denver coming up. I'm going to try and get a ton of videos up before this week, but I don't know if it's going to happen. I got to be in that right kind of mood to do those sorts of things, and sometimes it's hard. I mean, my team kicked ass on Sunday, and I still took this long to get a video out. So I don't know. It comes and goes. I'm sure I'll be feeling like more videos at some point, but I don't know when it's going to be. So yeah, 31-6, big win. And 11-5 in picks this week. I missed Washington, Houston, Kansas City, and who else did I miss? Okay. Oh, I think I missed Tampa Bay. No, I got Tampa Bay. Who did I miss? Jacksonville and Pittsburgh. Okay, those are my 5 losses. So pretty good. And see you guys later.